Hello everyone and welcome to Access Muscatine. I'm your host Chase Montagna. Today I will be joined by Chad Bishop, Jeremy Ferguson, Brycen Hatfield, and let's see, who else is up on the list? It is Logan. So, Chad, I got a quick question for you. How did you start filming? What's your background like in filming?
Yeah, well, we're here representing 72 Seconds. It's a new film, world premiering November 9th at the Muscatine Independent Film Festival. So we're happy to be here both to talk about the new film with the writer and producer and one of the actors, and also let you know about the film festival. So I started quite a few years ago. I've been in a TV studio teaching this class and TV and film since I lived in Chicago, worked at Cedar Rapids. But recently, about 5 years ago, I got into filmmaking, and it's a whole new, exciting challenge. And we've done several films, including the people that are here with me today. Allison Red, we've done Family Tree, we've done Adam's Eve, quite a few. But this one, 72 Seconds, it's sci-fi. And I think Jeremy's got a lot of fun things to say about it. And we've got some photos and a trailer to roll in as well.
Awesome. Well, Jeremy, would you like to talk about 72 Seconds for us?
Yeah, it's be my third film that I've wrote and directed. Well, I want to say second because the first one wasn't really written. It has to do something with the personal life mixed in with a little sci-fi about the WOW signal, which was discovered in 1977 in Ohio State University. Just a little mixing a little my take on sci-fi, philosophical aspect. It's going to be fun. I hope people enjoy it. Hope it'll get people right at the heart.
All right. So what does your background look like in filmmaking?
I've been filming for probably about 5 years now. I started coming up to Chad here and asked if he wanted to make a film. I went to the first Muscatine Independent Film Festival a few years back and figured, yeah, I can do this. So approached him and said, let's make a film. At that time, I didn't know how to write a script. I didn't really know what was going on. But I knew I wanted to. So I approached him and just kept on working with him. And after that, it just snowballed. And we're here years later and still doing it.
Awesome. And we have one of the actors. Chris, what was your role like in 72 Seconds?
Well, it was pretty straightforward. I'm setting up the tension in the movie. I recruit our young scientists to actually go explore space to investigate the signal.
It's pretty straightforward. Now, we do have some photos that we can roll in, I believe.
Naturally.
And if we could, actually, let's do the trailer first so we can have everyone watch that real quick.
Sarah, just stop it, okay? Just stop.
No, tell me, give me our daughter!
Sarah, let go.
Give me our daughter!
Let go! I leave here, and then I come back, but everything's different. You look different. Where is Lily?
It's too bad your father doesn't care about us.
Send me back. Let me make things right.
This isn't Earth. Something's wrong.
I'm gonna save you both.
What do you mean I'm not supposed to be here? David, open the damn door!
All right, and we're back. That was an amazing trailer. I do have a couple questions about it, actually. So is this centered around kind of one family is what it looked like?
Yes, yep, it is. Wife, one kid, and of course him.
So yeah, it's a sci-fi. So the trailer, it gets out there, doesn't it?
It does.
You have to know it's a sci-fi up front, otherwise you might be a little confused with how it starts.
Yeah, it's something different. It's something that I've never done before. Before this, I did a World War II film and got a lot of buzz from it, and I want to try something new, something that I see all these sci-fis trying to be like Marvel or something with special effects. Well, not all sci-fis are like that, so what can I do with no budget? What's my take? So this is a little experiment.
Would you do a sci-fi movie if you had a bigger budget, or would you go do a different genre?
Actually, this is, like I said, this is a concept film that I wrote from a feature. So showing this, if people enjoy it, hopefully people want to see it more, we get some more funding. And if we do get more funding, then yeah, I will make the feature. But right now I'm just having fun promoting it and just watching it. See what people's reactions are. It's fantastic.
Let's take a look at some of the photos while we're being interviewed, because we have a couple that are available on the website, on our Facebook page. Again, this will be world premiering November 9th at the Muscatine Independent Film Festival, 7 p.m. Actually, November 8th is when this debuts at the Sci-Fi Film Block. So we're kind of in the middle of the action here. But here's a shot that you can see. Chris is in there. Bryce is in there, one of the actors. And Jeremy's down there milling around. We've got Rob Merritt, very talented actor, in a lot of films here in Iowa. And as you can tell, he's an astronaut garb that we rented. And we're right here in the MCC video studio, converted this into a space shuttle. Let's take a look at the next photo. And this is behind the scenes. When you see this in the film, you'll really appreciate what we've created here. But you can tell that we've got a production monitor there, some audio gear.
We don't give too much away, so that's good to have them come, make sure they come November 8th. Be fantastic.
Next photo. It'll be all right, Jeremy. Yeah. But yeah, this is one of those films where, yeah, we're trying to be careful not to give too much away so that you can enjoy the narrative of the film. But it's pretty obvious that he's an astronaut by the trailer, so that's not giving anything away.
That was a fun day. It was
That's
better
a really
than
great
traveling
photo.
and spending money.
Yeah. Now, yep. We
Like
just
I
had a loss
said-
for words of this whole picture.
Yeah,
just
I just
enjoy
don't wanna
it.
say too much.
Come
I
to
just-
see it, because anything what I was about to say is gonna not work out.
Yep. So just take it in a strab and just.
Now we can say I don't remember, Chris, if you were there or not, but no, you weren't.
No, he wasn't.
This was
Bryce was,
freaking
though.
hot.
No,
This was
had
hot.
to work.
This was like dehydration hot. And no, it didn't affect the work ethic of the actors, but I know towards the end of that shooting day, we were exhausted.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that
at
was
least they
like
got to
100.
cool off a little bit.
Yeah, take a dip in the pool there.
It was about 113 degrees.
Well, we
and
did dip in the pool, but
had
that
no,
was a little
shoes on.
Humid.
kind of mucky water. Originally, it was a stream, and we were going to submerge the actor in there, but the actress was like 4 or 5, and her mom claimed that we could put her underwater and dunk her for 3 to 4 seconds, but the kid wasn't letting us do it, so it was some child endangerment laws happening there. So the mom oversold her actress. We were told we could drown her. But anyway, by the time we got to film this thing, the water was just barely a puddle, so it did affect things a little bit. There's behind the scenes. Now, what was funny while we were shooting this is at least 10 different people called 911 because they don't know if it's a real situation or if, some gawkers with a camera.
Yes, the fire department told me that they had to call Muscom to let them know that don't send anybody out here. Usually I'd be on top of that as the producer, but I had so much stuff going on that it just went over my head. So thank God that they were there to do that for me. And
they had a blast.
Oh yeah.
So one of the other reasons all three of us are here is to talk about the Muscatine Independent Film Festival, and this will be premiering.
All right. So what's your involvement like with MIF, Chad?
So I'm the director of Muscatine Independent Film Festival. Mike Ray and me started that in 2013, and now I'm the sole director of it, with help from Jeremy, who's stepping up as a co-director of sorts and producing filmmaker relations. Chris is there and helps by being there, filling seats. But also helps us tear down the screens and bring them down, and you might do some interviewing this year. So we've done it 5 years now. Each year has been a different venue. It's been at MCC, it's been at the Chop House restaurant, it's been at the Merrill Hotel. This year it's back at MCC because we've got a new black box theater. And the awards, let's roll the photos while we're talking about this. The awards party is going to be off the hook. We've got a band, concessions, a new place called the River Bend Event Loft. So here was the awards party that was at Booney's one year. So almost more important than watching the films is the networking that happens afterwards and waiting for the awards. So here I am doing a Q&A with a group. Nick Bush is there and a couple other people from Cedar Rapids.
Was that the 2016 one?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nice.
Now, also world premiering is the Baker Institute, which Chris actually has the lead role in the movie version. Hold on to this frame for just a second, guys. This film debuts November 9th at 2 p.m. The documentary includes interviews from people like Evelyn Shalin, Marv Krieger, Jim Hayes, former CEO of Unity, also my grandma, Leora Fay. Yes, I have a grandma. So she's 97, so you probably figured that out. Anyway, I'm happy that she's going to be able to make it. And she actually knew Norman Baker, not knew him, but went to his cancer demo in 1930. So rare opportunity. And ultimately, the documentary delves into his cure of cancer and its validity and how it applies to modern day medical advancements. I even went to Eureka Springs, Arkansas and grabbed some footage of one of his cancer curing clinics there. Very remarkable man, the man in purple, and I hope everybody from Muscatine can come and see it because it's got a lot of Muscatine natives in it. And it should basically change your life in the course of modern day cancer treatments as we know it. Next photo, please. That's the cast and crew of The Man in Purple. Chris is on the stage there. Bryce is on the stage. We had a lot of people in that film, and that was last year at the Merrill Hotel. And there's the awards ceremony from the Merrill Hotel. Last year's MIF, Muscatine Independent Film Festival, November 8th and 9th, 2019. Be there. Anyway, look what fun we're having, milling around the
It's a
foyer.
great time. I encourage everybody to go out. It's a blast.
There's a Miffy. Don't miff out.
Yeah.
Got miff. Send up my statements. So that guy came from Hollywood or LA, whatever, but he's from Waterloo originally. So it's always fun when filmmakers come from out of town, even state, but also we've got 3 or 4 from out of state, New Jersey, Chicago, and I believe there's a guy coming in from LA. I don't know, usually they have an Iowa hook, but they come, and that's really flattering. And if you're up and coming filmmaker or actor or grip or crew, that's the place. Now, we also do the screenings in different locations. Here we're at the History and Industry Center. So you never know if we're going to have it at different venues, different screenings. We myth it up every year.
How much exposure can a small filmmaker get from entering in MIF?
Exactly. So not only do you get to meet filmmakers from out of town, but what I found is that you'll meet filmmakers from the state and you'll become Facebook friends. And then next time they have a project or you have a project, you'll end up collaborating with them. And so it's a real interesting how many people you can meet. Maybe it's a future employer, or maybe you're going to be their future employer.
All right.
What are your thoughts on MIF?
A MIF, it's very important as an actor to network with all the filmmakers in the area. So as soon as I found out there was one in town, I made sure I've gone. This will be my 4th year, I think. And it really encouraged me to start getting more roles as an actor. And so right now I'm playing Dracula, so that's why my mustache is a little different from the 72 seconds. So that premieres November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm very active anymore, and it was all because of MIF. It really gives you an excitement about the industry.
How many roles have you gotten from just going to MIF?
Well, not all of them are finished filming, but at least 4 projects.
Yeah, so he's mainly an actor. I'm mainly a cinematographer, and Jeremy's mainly a writer. And we have director options, and we all kind of direct in our own ways, but you can kind of see how we all fill in and fit the bill. I think Adam Sandler. Anyway, he tends to work with the same people and same crew and same cast, and so when you get a cohesive unit, you tend to kind of stick with each other. And then these people, including Bryce, who is here in the audience, our studio audience, glad that all the people could show up here today. How's it going, Mom? They all share one thing in common. It's 5 numbers. It's 5, 2, 7, 6, 1. That also helps because we're all from Muscatine. This is basically 80% of the filmmaking community right here in this room, especially if you include our next filmmakers. Who are
Yes.
eagerly waiting in the corner.
Muscatine has grown with filmmakers. I've noticed that.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. It was a pleasure having you. But But now, during our live break, we have our house band, Wet Floor, dropping by.
Wet Floors here?
Yeah, I know. They came all the way to Muscatine.
Oh my.
Crazy.
This is it. He's getting ready right now. But yeah, I've heard about Wet Floor a couple different times, by accident actually.
I see their signs all over the place.
Yeah, they're very good at marketing. When you see them around, you definitely want to be careful, and be cautious. They're a dangerous band.
Pretty popular.
Nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and step out. So we do have photos for them too.
All right, so that was our amazing house band, Wet Floor. If we can get a round of applause for him. Amazing job. Amazing job. Now I'm joined by Brycen Hatfield. He's a film producer of Redneck Diaries, and one of his actors, Logan. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. Good.
All right, awesome. So you guys have a channel,
Yeah.
Bad Noodle Club. You want to talk about that a little bit?
It was mostly a for fun thing. Me and my our best friend Darian Carter started with us in 8th grade. About 4 years we've been doing this.
And I actually joined later, 9th grade.
He joined like a year later. This was back when we didn't post anything but like Wii videos, like the big, the watermark in the corner, and we were just typing on the screen. And it wasn't much of film until I started sitting down on Google Docs and started writing scripts and making characters, and we started making costumes and bringing most of them to life.
So what gave you the idea to start Redneck Diaries?
Mostly it's just improv. Like us,
it's just our friend. It's just us being us, really.
It's just us goofing around. We adapted the voices, and then we just come up with names for them, and then later on we just shove them in scripts. So we have a different skit called called Meet the Cougars, and we played.
It was made basically the same way. We just all sat in a room for a little while, and after an hour or two.
Most of our skits come from me sitting down and writing a script within 5 minutes while they round up costumes.
So what are you guys' redneck names?
I'm Cletus.
I'm Donnie.
And our other actor that isn't here is Dusty. And they're based off, Dusty's is based off a real nickname. Ours were just made up.
Interesting. All right, so out of all of you said you had the Cougar, what was that?
Meet the Cougars.
Meet the Cougars, you have Redneck Diaries. Out of everything you've made, what's been the most fun?
As of right now, not just because it's new, but the Redneck Diaries was super fun to film. We had a gun scene we had to incorporate in there where I get shot, he gets shot, and it's not your typical gun scene. It happens in a weird way.
I think we actually have some photos if we could bring those up while we're talking. So do you do the editing too along with the writing of the script?
Yeah, like the shortest videos will take the longest sometimes. It will be This video in particular was only like 4 minutes, 30 seconds. It took about 17 hours in total just to sit down and do it. And it's mostly because of Wi-Fi problems too at my house, but it's also super time consuming.
So there's Donnie. So is there a theme you guys are going for? Is it just to be funny, or is there a story here in Redneck Diaries?
It's to be funny. Like we do series, and mostly the first episode just to kick it off and introduce the characters is always funny. But towards the end, it's all one big, massive story that just leads up to one thing.
There's Dusty.
So all these characters that we're making, they're all going to be in one big video at the end. They're all going to have the same ending. So it's one big story just building up.
Is that the gun scene you were talking about?
That's not the gun scene.
That's it. Okay. So it seems pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'd definitely give it a watch. So, I mean, you have all of these crazy ideas. I mean, who would think of these? What gives you this drive to make stuff like Redneck Diaries? Is it just purely off of fun, or do you enjoy filming now?
I just
say we love it.
We love filming. It's mostly schedules that make us not allowed to do it. So with the Redneck Diaries, we weren't planning to film whatsoever that day.
We have an idea, and if we don't, we'll still come up with one. Like the next hour, we'll be starting to film or getting everything ready to do it.
Well, we were just chilling in the room the day we made Redneck Diaries, like not even at the same house we filmed it at, and I just look up and say, hey, do you want to film? We put on music, get ourselves motivated. They grab costumes while I write a script.
Because the only thing we really had were the names of them, but we didn't really have a script or anything.
But now that I have an idea of like the first story, the first episode's out, I can base a whole story around them and then make them fit within our bigger story that's going to be revealed later.
So if I can pitch you guys like 3 different names, you would be able to make like a story out of that. That's pretty cool.
We could definitely try.
Yeah, we can for sure try.
So do you have an impact on how the story goes or writing it all? Do you guys pitch in your ideas to Brycen?
Like outside of just me, Darian, and Brycen, there are a lot of friends that go into just making the weird stuff that we do. It's just all of us talking, and then some idea comes into fruition somehow, and it turns into a skit, goes on YouTube.
It's like a whole bunch of combined ideas, and I'll just be up at like 2 a.m. writing a skit, and we have like a whole bunch of big like 30-page scripts that we haven't even touched, and we're doing more of the little stuff first, and the skits are going to get bigger and better as we go, but as of right now, the Redneck Diaries is probably the best one we have.
I think we actually have a trailer of that if we want to get that pulled up while we're talking. So do you guys do a trailer for every project you have?
No. Well, to be honest, mostly the trailers are to like improvise and
give yourself time to
get
people
so we don't have to make it right away, but we have enough footage to have trailers and stuff.
Is that your guys' logo right there?
Yeah, that's just the logo. That's been through many changes too. Like the first logo we had back in like 8th grade when it was only 5 subscribers, it was there's one of our characters, Jason.
Is this you guys have a website, it looks like?
Yeah, this is our website. But the Redneck Diaries is right at the top left corner. And then there's Meet the Cougars, the pink one in the middle.
So you guys take this pretty seriously now as time is going on, obviously.
Yeah, you can definitely see progress within the videos, but no, the logo was stolen originally from Google. It just said BNC, like we just took it from like a dance group, I think. And we ended up I find this website that's like basically free Photoshop, and I make the first logo. And that wasn't the one that was just showed. That's about like our 4th one that we've been through.
All right. Well, I think we got a trailer that we can watch if that's ready to be pulled up.
I don't know if we have a trailer for the Redneck Diaries.
All right. We'll hold off on that. So let's see. How many characters have you played so far?
I think this would just be my 2nd or 3rd, because there was this one, the Cougars. Yeah, I think I just was in other videos, but it wasn't necessarily a character. It was just us doing challenges, and I was just a camera guy, or like on camera for like 5 seconds.
It's not just skits we do. We do like a lot of stupid challenges. We did the milk challenge more than once, and there's videos of Dusty throwing up everywhere. And it's our channel is very different and just out everywhere, but there's playlists that can help you watch the skits in order so you know what you're doing.
So your channel can kind of attract a different group of audience for just about everything.
And the views work on it too. Like we mostly get over. I don't think a successful video for me is under 100 views. Like it would bother me if I don't reach 100. And the Redneck Diaries is close to 200. This is the 2nd week, and I consider that successful because it happened on the first day. And then other videos like the milk challenge of us puking, that has like close to 600 views. So we're clearly targeting many different audiences, but I think they all come together at the end and they watch everything we do.
So you made multiple series like Redneck Diaries. Would you ever consider doing like a 30-minute short film or something like that?
We've thought about it like multiple times.
Like it would be pretty cool to do something like that.
We have this skit named Camp Crystal Meth, and it's like a parody of Friday the 13th, but it's drug related and it's rated R and blah blah blah. And that was originally supposed to be a short film. and it turned into, we couldn't do short film because of time and budget, so we turned it into what it is now, and I prefer what it is now. So we've tried, and we definitely have scripts to do it, but it's finding the schedule and the time is very difficult.
Hard to get everyone together. So when do you guys think Redneck Diaries will be completed? Every episode you want to do, how long do you think it'll take?
Say we'd hope as soon as possible.
The sequel is actually starting to be written already because I saw success with the first one and I wanted to make it again. So the sequel is actually just going to be straight up, it's going to be as close to a short film we're going to get. I want to make it as lengthy as I possibly can. New characters. It's going to be a good production, I hope.
So would you ever consider, I mean, both of you, you as an actor and you as the filmmaker, would you pursue this professionally?
Yeah,
I don't know about me as an actor. I'd like to be in film, like that'd be really cool, but I don't know if actor is a thing.
Mostly, this is more of me and Darian's passion, and our friends just tag along. Like, he was just there.
I was just in an English class.
Yeah, he was just there and wanted to play Donnie, and he was just available. And now I don't want anybody else playing him. It's just, we just hired him, basically, without pay. It's all passion somewhere.
Is there like a certain, I guess, YouTuber influencer that inspired you to start making this type of content? Is there someone that you watch and kind of look up to?
Yeah, it's goofy. There was an old YouTuber, he's an old head now, named McJuggernuggets, and he used to always make skits and stories, and they were like some of the series even took years to complete, and he uploaded them every day, like a new episode every day, and it's just a whole bunch of different stories he liked to do. And I really looked up to it because most of them, like some of them are portrayed as real, like he's just posting online like as vlogs, but it's actually a story behind it, and then most of them are like, characters, and it's clearly a series, like well produced.
How many videos do you think you guys have made?
The total number is actually 63. Like, we haven't made that much, and we have 706 subs and 18,000 views in total. And our top most viewed one isn't even a video we're in. It's like one of those typed ones we made like years ago.
So, like your content, you put a lot of time and effort into. That's why you only have 60 of them, like you said.
Yeah.
So, how many videos do you want to have by, let's say, the end of the year? How would you like to create?
I made a whole timeline of skits I want to release before the big collab with all the characters, and there's about 30 of them that are either written or not released or not done at all, or started but not completed. And there's about 30 skits I want out, and that doesn't include whatever video we decide to do in between them, because we pop back and forth with content.
Do you guys have like professional equipment, or do you just use like your phone?
No, it's a
phone.
Yeah, it's my iPhone 6 that's currently shattered. Like, we don't have anything professional besides what's in this room.
Laptop that we type.
Yeah. I mean, I think that makes it more impressive if you think about it, especially with the views and the subscribers that you have.
I edit on the school laptop, film with my phone, and have maybe 2 tripods. That's the most professionals we got. And then whatever costumes we can make out of old clothes and whatever we find at Goodwill.
However much life that phone has.
Yeah.
Because it goes away super fast.
Whatever storage our phone wants to hold, that's how long our video is.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for coming on, but I think that's all we have for today. So, thank you for watching All Access Muscatine. Make sure you tune in next time.